I'm Ken Resnick, and with me, four-time heavyweight champion of the world, Nick Bockwinkel, and this is indeed the super ladies of the LPWA. Perhaps today we will answer the question if anyone is capable of beating the Beast, owned and managed by Ashley Kennedy. So far, she has destroyed all of her competition here in the LPWA, and it will be the classic battle, youth against experience, as Terry Power, on a roll as of late, puts her undefeated streak on the line against the crafty veteran Judy Martin in what is certain to be a matchup worth watching. And we'll take a look at the country girl, Bambi, in action. The girl out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, has been quietly winning every single match to come her way in the LPWA. We'll be right back, right after this.
I'm L.P.W.A. We're inviting you to join us each week for Coors Sports Forum. We won't have scores and stats.
Along with the Beast, owned and managed by Ashley Kennedy, Ashley, recently superstar Susan Sexton was quoted as
Hey, I don't care what Susan Sexton says. Susan Sexton is a has-been. She is history. She will no longer be the LPWA champion. That belt goes around my waist.
I want to know why you never take the time
I don't want to take time for anything. I don't want to relax. I don't want to be calm. All I want is my Beast to go out there and totally annihilate her opponents. Then maybe, and only then, maybe I will calm down or relax.
We're headed out to ringside now. The Beast taking on Kimmy Kosak. This one could get interesting in the LPWA.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at 120 pounds, she is Kimmy Kosak. And her opponent, she is owned by Ashley Kennedy at 210 pounds from Oakland, California. Here is the Beast.
Remember the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast? Yeah. I rest my case.
I don't know. What I like is that the Beast is a big beast.
210 pounds. It always goes me a little the way Ashley demands to be introduced as the Beast is owned and managed by.
Well,
she says she bought her, she owns her.
Okay, of course, Ashley, I would not call a middleweight or even a light heavyweight myself. She looks to be as big, maybe in a
different sort of way,
in a different manner than the Beast, but there's no question.
Now, what is that expression, looking at the Beast, a face only a mother could love?
Okay, I guess so.
The Beast not wanting to take anything from anybody. We'll find out if Kimmy Kosak can handle her. She's giving up a lot of weight.
We have a referee that is well pounds, over 6 foot tall, and
Beast
almost
toe-to-toe.
Toe-to-toe. He's insisting on looking on the bottom of the boots to make sure she's not really in a cooperative mood, to say the least.
Referee having a very hard time with the Beast. Now it calls for the bell. There's a look at that face.
Ooh.
Beast goes right to work at Kimmy Kosak with a boot, a chop, one to the breadbasket, veil throw.
Kimmy Kennedy is, I'd say, more than has her work cut out for her.
Kimmy Kosak, indeed. Now the Beast just blatantly choking right across the throat of Kimmy Kosak, who has been able to get nothing going whatsoever. Now Ashley Kennedy very happy with the ongoing.
Pointing out that she's mine.
Vicious punch by the Beast. Beast continuing to work on Kimmy Kosak, just choking her, ignoring the referee, ignoring about anyone.
Could you imagine a guy that made an improper pass at her?
I can't imagine anyone wanting to make an improper pass.
That might be improper in itself.
Exactly. The Beast now raking the eyes. Beast telling the referee just get out of her way, and I can't say I'd blame the referee if he did just that. So far, Kimmy Kosak about now got to be wondering why she agreed to this match.
Scientific it has not been, ladies and gentlemen, but definitely showing you what one big person might do to one smaller person who has no regard for the other one's body.
There, now Crawford now a splash on the Beast. Count of 2, count of 3. Oh. Don't go away. Coming up next, the very impressive, very beautiful Terry Power.
Time limit. Introducing, now entering the ring at 158 pounds from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Judy Martin. And her opponent at 152 pounds from Portland, Oregon, Terry Power.
I can't help it. I mean, listen to the reaction of the crowd when this young lady comes out wherever it is. She is new to professional wrestling. She's very new in the LPWA, but I can't recall anyone becoming a bigger crowd favorite, being talked about more by the press around the country as Terry Power.
Well, you know, we always, I think, have this idea in our mind.
Oh, look at Judy Martin. She doesn't even wait for the bell.
No, not at all.
Great to work on the youngster, taking advantage of Terry's inexperience. Shoulder block. Judy Martin wanting to bring the role of Terry Power to an end very quickly.
All the things you were saying and all the things you were about to say, believe me, Judy Martin being a veteran, she knew exactly what was going to be said.
But look at Terry Power come right back with the elbow to Judy Martin. You got to like that. Vic, she's not intimidated by the crafty veteran at all.
No, but that's exactly why the crafty veteran, in a sense, jumped her.
Rakes the fingernails right across the chest and sternum area of Terry Power. Look at the arms on Terry Power. I mean, that doesn't come from an hour or two a day in the gym. That's 5 and 6 hours a day.
There's no question about it. And I mean, she is probably as fit a young athlete as I've seen.
And Terry Power now comes right out on the floor right in front of us, courtesy of Judy Martin. This may well be the toughest matchup Terry Power has ever been in, and it'll be very interesting to see how she reacts, but so far she goes right back into the ring.
One of the dangerous things about ever going out of the ring, regardless of how many times you've been thrown out, you try to think that you've got a cat's instincts, but you don't. And what happens is you can tear out a knee, blow out an ankle, hit a shoulder, hit an elbow wrong, catch it on the edge of the apron. It doesn't matter.
Well, this is so far the toughest test Terry Power's had. Now she goes right out the ring on the other side. And I think it's exactly as you said, Nick. Judy Martin is hoping for just what you said to occur.
By throwing someone out of the ring, you're hoping to pick up that bonus injury that you may not be able to inflict in the ring, but by them going out, whether they catch an ankle on the rope or whatever, and they go down on the point of their shoulder, you're hoping to get that.
And Judy Martin now continuing to work on Terry Power. There's probably a little bit of that nice block by Terry Power. Chest is straight, and Terry Power comes away with that. 2 in a row from the youngster out of Portland, Oregon. Trained, by the way, by one Rowdy Piper. Terry goes for the cover. A lazy one didn't hook the leg, and Mr. Piper will have something to say about that as he sees this, I guarantee you.
He definitely will, since at one time he said I was his idol.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
That was in his younger days. I don't know if I thought about it later.
Terry Power now with a reverse chin lock on Judy Martin. I think I started to say there's got to be a little bit of almost jealousy, if you will, on the part of Judy Martin. Judy's been in the business a long, long time. Terry Power a month or two, but Terry getting more media coverage than perhaps Judy has received throughout her career.
Well, Judy may have received media coverage maybe in the beginning of her career, but one thing is for sure, that Terry Power has been getting has just been awesome because she has done some tremendous things. She's been extremely impressive, not just a little bit, extremely so.
Well, this is, I think, the toughest test Terry Power has had so far. Judy Martin is certainly as tough as they come. And right now, to her credit, the match, at worst, from Terry's standpoint, has been very even.
Yes, it has.
So, and I would have to say, as Judy Martin now works her way to her ropes to try and get the referee to call for a break, Nick, Terry Power, as this goes on, has got to gain confidence, knowing that she can hold her own with the likes of Judy Martin.
Each match that goes by, you come out of there, depending on how you survive the match, and especially when you say, like a match like this one here, where she's in with one of the veterans, a crafty veteran, one of the ladies of the business who can really be mean.
Judy Martin not calling for test of strength. I don't know if this is a smart move on Terry's part or not. You see Judy trying to keep that hand way up in the air.
Well, I think she knows she cannot outpower her. So I'd say at this point she's playing with Terry Power. I don't think she really wants to go for a test of strength. And if she can get Terry Power to consider what she's doing, only a strength of test, or a test of strength, comes up with a knee or something.
Well, right now, I'll tell you what, Judy Martin is certainly holding her own, but I think a lot of that is the leverage. Power is standing straight up, and Judy Martin is using all the leverage she can. And look at Terry Power right there. So much for that idea. Yep. She gets the fingers locked and brings Judy Martin right down to her knees.
You sit here and you try to call them by what you see and what your experience has told you, but I blew it on that one.
Look at the arm strength, the upper arms on Terry Power. I'll tell you, if everyone was ever appropriately named, it's certainly her.
Absolutely.
Look at that bicep. Now, Judy Martin seeing the opportunity, going for a headbutt right to the chest area. That broke it up, but Judy Martin certainly knows that in a test of strength, no way with Terry Power. Now, knee to the breadbasket. Goes for the hair now, pulls her over, trying to set her up, I think, for a suplex. Up, scoop slam, and look at Terry Power hold on and take it right over. Count it, 2, count it, 3. Look at the strength of Terry Power. And remember, coming up next, don't go away. We'll hear and see the country girl, Bambi, in action.
Team America, you made the mistakes of your lives. You signed for a tag team title match on national TV. Very stupid. You're begging for embarrassment. You signed your own death warrant, and we're going to execute it. Because the tag team titles belong to us. They always have, they always will. And we'll just demolish you and take it from you, no matter what it takes. Because it's just such an easy task. It's like Ajax. Clean sweep.
Talk about the classic good versus bad. Nasty Linda versus Bambi with the ever-present smile. She's happy all the time. She says, I love to wrestle, I love to see the country, I love the people, and why shouldn't I smile? And now Nasty Linda comes around, went for an armbar, but delivered a forearm to the back. Now goes for the armbar.
One of the questions a lot of people will ask, if you're a tag team wrestler predominantly, such as Nasty Linda is, and then you go into a single match like this, does this throw you off? It really does, because in the heat of the passion, if you're dazed or you're trying to do something and all of a sudden you forget, you start heading for a corner, thinking you've got somebody there that's going to help you out, all of a sudden you really know this is a single match.
And Nasty Linda, the hair pull-down referee asking, Linda denying it, the crowd reacting, but as we said so many times, the referee unfortunately cannot call what he doesn't see, but there it was right in front of us and the referee and you at home, and he still lets it go by.
Well, let's don't forget, you can do whatever you want within that 5-second count. If he counts to 5 and you've done it wrong, then he can disqualify you. If you do it in 4 seconds...
There again, Nasty Linda takes the Bambi down by the hair. Bambi finally has had enough of that. She'll just grab Nasty Linda by her own hair, do just that, take her right down. And she hangs on. I think she'll just pull her around the ring a little bit. She looks like Santa Claus, just hauling a big sack of gifts around.
There used to be a gentleman by the name of Pat Pearl Purple. If you got your hands caught into his hair, he would throw you.
Yeah. I wasn't sure exactly what he used to have in that hair. I think it'd be things growing in there. Now, interestingly, Nasty Linda went out almost to try and tag her partner, Nasty Cat, but this is a singles matchup. Linda trying to get the momentum back. And it's got to be a little bit distracting, Nick, to Bambi, knowing that Nasty Cat is out at ringside. You're kind of wrestling 1.5 people.
Well, that's true. You don't know what her track record is. You don't know if...
right there, and I don't know if our camera can see it. Nasty Cat had to grab the hold of Bambi's boot to keep her in. I don't know if we picked up on it.
Seems fair, but there's a lot of things in life that aren't fair.
Exactly. Nobody ever said it would be fair as right. So I talked about to Bambi, it's almost like wrestling 1.5 people. Now, to me, the referee should at least be keeping Nasty Cat back in her corner, but he's basically letting her roam the ring.
He's busy. He's got a job to do. He's got to watch the 2 people in the ring.
Linda with a front reverse chin lock and pulling some hair when she has the opportunity as well. Everyone knows, that I'm sure did Bambi, the Nasty girls, whether it's Linda or Cat, will take the rule book and throw it right out the window whenever they can. Bambi, nice roll-up bridge. Count of 2, but that's all as Linda's able to kick out. Nice move by Bambi.
Nice move by Bambi, but at the same time, when you make such a quick move like that, and Linda was very fresh, it's difficult to hold it down.
But at least he got the hole broken and gave Bambi a moment to catch her breath. Bambi, surprisingly, even though she's out of Stone Mountain, as Bambi comes right out in front of us. Now watch Cat. There's what I'm talking about. Referee busy. Cat with a series of 3 boots right to the midsection of Bambi while Linda keeps the referee distracted. I'm sure that's something they planned, as Bambi not trying to catch her breath.
Oh, I wouldn't even say they have to plan it. I mean, if you're a good tag team partner, over the years you've learned how to take advantage of every moment during a match that you can. And that would be something right out of their tag matches.
Linda boot to the hand of Bambi as it rests on the ring apron. Surprisingly, Nicholas started saving though Bambi, Stone Mountain, Georgia, American wrestler. She has a bit of that European style. She gets in with a headbutt, as she likes to wrestle closer to the mat than do a lot of the Americans.
This is true.
Bambi now got it in high gear. She may have had enough of wrestling not 1 but 2 people. Off the ropes comes Linda. Oh, elbow right into the sternum area of Linda by Bambi. Now picks her up, scoop slam. Backbreaker. No, just slams her right down to the mat. Goes for a cover. Doesn't hook the leg, and Linda able to kick off the count of 2. I think Bambi didn't really know where to go. Decided to try for cover and just go from there.
Well, the thing is, when you just take and go for the cover, you should make it instinctive at all times that you grab that leg, because otherwise you're just laying on top of him. You don't have enough force to hold him down. Not for that extra count that you're looking for.
Now Linda with a rollover and bridge of her own, and Bambi is able to kick out of 2. Sometimes we forget when the Nasty Girls in action, especially together, but both Linda and Cat are very well-schooled wrestlers, although they seldom show it. They'd rather resort to other tactics.
Absolutely. And the one thing that is nice about this match is that the tempo has moved back and forth quite constantly.
And now Linda with a rollover and a cover again. A count of 2 did not hook the leg, and Bambi with a very energetic kick out. No doubt about that one only going to 2.
Right on the point of the shoulder, the 1 foot went. Nice little kick into the midsection. You never know how. I mean, what I like is that it's a dog fight. They're both at it.
Bambi now coming up with a couple of shots to the breadbasket of her own. Headlock by Linda. Trying to keep that referee out of position. Could well. Oh, nice rollover by Bambi and a bridge. Again, a count of 2, but a fine move by Bambi, sensing the leverage of Linda was a little on her heels and took advantage of it. Now a rollover. Again, a count of 2.
Both girls are starting to get a little bit winded. They've been setting a tremendous pace from the beginning. They have not stopped.
No, this has been nonstop from start to finish. Bambi with a couple of chops of her own as Linda is wrapped up in the ropes. Bambi certainly the taller and lankier of the 2. Crowd wants her to give her 1 more shot. She's got it draped over it with nowhere for Linda to go but to absorb all that punishment. Now it takes her over the hip toss, goes for cover again, and a count of about really 1.5. Bambi a couple of lazy covers. I don't know if she's tired or not, Nick, but hasn't hooked the leg, which she may have been able to get her had she done that.
Mind you, you don't have to hook the leg. I mean, if your opponent has been thrashed pretty good, just the power, your weight on top of them is usually enough sometimes to make the pin.
Linda rolls it over into a Boston crab. This is a submission, although Bambi is at least close to the ropes. If she doesn't have the leverage, she might be able to work her way out, but right now we'll have to wait and see.
The thing is here, you have to have back strength, and boy, if you don't have it, this is such a tough hold.
Well, Bambi is able to use the long legs, reverse right around, kind of a sit-down.
Yeah, just a sit-down strike.
Now, Bambi comes up firing. Bambi up on the second rope, certainly some leverage now. Crowd urging her on.
She better not wait too long. She better get the business quick.
Crowd counting right along. 10 straight from Bambi on Nasty Linda. Linda reverses it over, gets Bambi in the corner. Bambi comes out. Nice clothesline. I don't think Linda was expecting that one.
How you set for a new set of teeth.
And a Texas Bulldog.
She may have her here.
Cover, hooks the leg, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. First time she hooks the leg, and she goes there to 3. Fine win. The gal out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Bambi, a convincing win, but a great match.
Well, no question about it. That clothesline just before the Bulldog, I think, is what did it.
Certainly a whole lot more to come, but stay with us now as we go to our colleague, Bonnie Blackstone, who has the Commissioner, Wally Carbo.
Quite an interesting matchup there. taking on Nasty Linda, and in some parts, the Nasty Cat as well. I'm here with Commissioner Carbo of the LPWA. A lot of fans have been writing, asking various questions. One of the most popular, of course, being, how does someone come into the LPWA and find themselves in a title match against superstar Susan Sexton?
There's a lot of lady wrestlers from all over the world that try to come in here. It's the finest organization, and Sexton is one of the best champions the lady wrestlers have.
What are some of the qualifications, though, at getting a title shot?
It's very hard to win a match by disqualification. I know the summer teams go way too strong. Their desire to win is so strong they break all the rules. But they'll have to pay for breaking the rules, and they will not get a shot at the title.
Speaking of a rule breaker, a little bit earlier during this edition of the LPWA, we saw the Beast, owned by Ashley Kennedy. What do you think about the Beast? Obviously, she's gone through all of her opponents. Is she going to get a title shot?
She's entitled to it. I don't care what you say. I think Ashley is one of the... She's a very intelligent person. She has schooled this person. I would say she probably hypnotized her. This gal is so strong. We don't know how strong she is. It is very difficult to get opponents for her.
All right, thank you very much, Commissioner Wally Carbo of the LPWA. Ken, what's going on?
No matter what plans you have for next week, make sure you are watching. Commissioner Wally Carbo has signed right here next week on television for the World Tag Team Championship. 2 out of 3 falls. It will be Team America putting the title on the line against Bad, Black, and Beautiful. And what a barn burner that one should be.
To me, it's the 2 very best teams that should be in there for the title.
For Nick Bockwinkel and Bonnie Blackstone, I'm Ken Resnick. So long, everybody.